antecedent of that person that is occupying that office. The personality is of good report, just like God. If you look at God's personality from the time of Genesis, you will see that God has been good to us. If you look at the promises of God when He makes any, He doesn't fail. He doesn't fail. Has God made any promises that He failed? So should such a person not be obeyed willingly without being threatened, without being coerced, without you attaching a reward to it? Okay, what about when He sent Jesus Christ, His Son, to die for us, without we actually begging Him or asking Him, because God was moved with love. He could no longer bear the oppression that mankind was enduring, was suffering from Satan and his cohort. God could no longer take it. He said, it is time, son, go and die. And the only, see, that death is not because he needed to die. That death was a price. Was the price needed? The death of Christ means price. We were in debt. We were indebted to the devil by the reason of Adam's disobedience. Adam sold us out. Bible says in Adam and Eve was all the humanity to come, the lineage to come. God, invested, implanted the seed of every man, every nation, every tongue, every language to come in Adam. So when God saw Adam, God saw Africa, God saw Asia, God saw Europe, America, everything was in Adam and Eve. The seed was planted in them. So when they sinned, before they started giving birth, the seed that was in them was as well corrupted. So when they started giving birth, to what? To sin. The seed was already corrupted. So that's why it was so easy. Even Cain didn't even have any cogent reason, any good reason to kill a baby. Why? Because it was the corruption that was already sown in him through the father that was at work. He will always find his way out to be expressed. He will find his way out. He will find the expression somehow. That's how the killing, the evil part, found expression with Cain. And he killed him. So we already saw that. Now that we are sold out, we are not just sold out, we are sold out to the devil, whose will, whose desire is to kill, to steal, and to destroy. And that was what he was perpetuating on humanity from generation to generation. God has said, enough. I want to redeem my precious prize. You and I, all of us are God's precious prize. I want to redeem them. Just like kidnappers, when they kidnap their victim, they begin to demand for ransom. See also? So that is how we were under Satan's, we were hostage. We were held hostage. And this kind of hostage, there was no freedom in view. There was no freedom. Not that Satan was even demanding for a ransom. No, he was not even asking for. Because Satan, when you read the Revelation, he says Satan, Revelation was how it was cast out. Revelation chapter 12 was how it was cast out. But before when you read somewhere, I think somewhere in Isaiah chapter 14 or something and 28, when you read, you will see what brought about Satan's disobedience, who he was. He wanted to rule. He had the desire to rule, and he rebelled to overthrow God so he can become God. He wanted to enjoy the fruit of God's labor. Because he didn't create anything. Do you know what it means? That somebody has labored and he will dethrone the person, kick the person out, and you will see another person thrown and begin to command the works of that person's hands. That's what led to Satan being Satan. That's how God was throwing him and his demons, those that he preached to, those that he campaigned to, that believed his lies, but they were thrown alongside with him by Angel Michael and his angels. And that mentality of I want to rule, I want to be in charge, I want to be God, hasn't left Satan's mind. It hasn't left it. It hasn't left. So that was the mind, that was what he went to see Adam with.